keep telling myself that I'm gonna take a break from filming for like 2 weeks, but I'm honestly doing so well, like for mental health reasons, but I really don't feel like I need it, honestly. Like I'm doing pretty well. And I love filming. It like gives me purpose. Honestly, my absolute favorite part about being an online entrepreneur is the fact that like I'm just getting my day started at 12. I know that there's like that big thing like, oh, successful people have to wake up at 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever. I've done that. I've done it all. Like I've been owning my business now for 3 years. And like I'll make it work, okay? And I'm not gonna care anymore that I love, it's 12, like yes, like let me sleep in. I just went to the gym and I'm quickly getting my breakfast going and getting ready because this week is like a light week for me, and I consider a light week 1 to 2 clients, a moderate week, 3 clients, and then if I have like 3 to 5 clients, that is definitely a very busy week for me. If you don't know, I sell real estate here in Las Vegas. I sell residential real estate. I also could do commercial, but primarily most of my sales. Oh my God, I just remembered. I just remembered I don't have vanilla. I just need to see what the breakfast vibe is. This is what I've been rocking with the most lately. It's like basically machaca if you're Mexican and you know how much it's gonna hit. This is scrambled egg with bell peppers. And then this is barbacoa, and then just 2 corn tortillas. I'm drinking my coffee this morning with no sweetener or sugar, which is fucking crazy. I always have to usually drink it with sweetener, but that just goes to show that I am actually becoming an actual like coffee drinker. Like nothing, look, no reaction. 6 months ago, if you would have given me any cup of coffee with or without sugar, I would have been like, ooh. I'm gonna eat my breakfast really quick because I have to eat in like 20-30 minutes. But what I wanted to say is, I'm a real estate agent, and I started that real estate business 3 years ago. My first year, I didn't get any deals from social media. I started my YouTube channel my 2nd year, and now in 2024, my entire business runs off of YouTube. So that's why I consider myself an internet entrepreneur. And I saw someone make a video just like this. I'm gonna tag whatever the channel is below because I don't want to feel that I came up with this idea. Someone's like posting right now what it's like behind the scenes of like being an online entrepreneur. I don't know what he said. And then I just really like this trend when young people show other young people that they could do it too, because 3 years ago, I was still living at my mom's house. I was paying for advertisements. I knew I wanted to be a business owner. I didn't know how, and I knew I wanted to be online, and I didn't know how. So I just think it's cool that now I get to be on the other side of that a little bit and share with you. So I need to eat this as quickly as possible, get ready, change, and head out to Summerlin. I love how I very much get here last to the 4-way, but nobody knows how to drive, so I get to go when it's not my turn. Anyways, that went very well. Now I'm leaving Summerlin and on my way back home. I need to schedule some showings for tomorrow for a different client. I feel really good about this showing session. My client actually is pretty much good to go. We're just waiting for her lot to be released in a different community in the Southwest. I just wanted to show her Summerlin today because I mentioned it to her, and it's about like 40-50 grand more expensive than what she's looking at, but it's very obviously like it's very similar, yet there's more amenities. So I just want to bring her to show it to her. So she's like, you know what, I actually am really impressed. Let me think about if I want to venture over to Summerlin, and we'll talk about it tomorrow. So that's great. And I'm hungry. I'm gonna get lunch. I'm gonna be productive, and I feel amazing today. If I want to see a real day in life, here it is. I'm sitting on my couch scrolling on my phone, eating a sandwich for lunch. A thick sandwich, a really good sandwich. I don't even know if my face is clean. I'm chilling for a little bit, gonna relax, go on my phone. And then I have my computer right next to me because I'm gonna book like 4 or 5 showings for tomorrow. for the new client I have coming in looking for condos, and it's like 3 or 4 right now. I also really want a Coca-Cola, and I have one in my fridge, but it's like I need a bottle opener for it, and I don't have a bottle opener, and I can't get the freaking the cap off, and it's killing me knowing that like I want my thirst to be satisfied by this Coca-Cola, and I just like can't open it, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, it's so hard. First and foremost, let's just get it on the table. I am an avid outfit repeater. If I have a good outfit, it's being repeated like 10 times over, and then I'm just getting rid of the whole thing. So I'm wearing the exact same thing I wore yesterday because I'm not seeing the same people. Buenos dias, because today I'm on the east side. I'm honestly so excited. I love coming to the east side. Obviously I don't post too much about the east side and stuff like that, but I service every single neighborhood in Vegas, and today's exciting. I have a client who drove up from Southern California, and he's gonna get his first condo, so we're looking for a condo for like $250 or less, and today we're actually looking at condos as like cheap as $180,000. My first year in real estate, before like I had the whole social media thing going on, all I did was sell homes here on the east side. My first sale was a mobile home over here for like $250 or $275, I don't know, for some senior community. And so east side has a special place in my heart because I feel like this is like where I like was able to start learning how to sell houses. And I'm gonna let this guy go. Don't run into me. The only thing with the east side is that it gets scary and sketchy with the driving. I actually want to film a video in Spanish. I just don't think that I could, but that also could be a mental block. I really want to be like, hola. Like, I know that I know Spanish. I just like mentally block myself. Like, hola, buenos días. Me llamo Kristina.Alexa. Soy en inmobiliaria. I don't know how to say realtor in Spanish. Realtor aquí en Las Vegas. Hoy vamos a ver un casitas, un condominio. I don't know how to say condominiums in the east side. I could spit Spanish if I wanted to. It's just that I get shy. I don't know. Let me find this property because I'm getting lost now. But here's what the neighborhoods look like. So a lot of older homes, older and larger homes, but obviously massively beautiful. Like, look at that property. That property's stunning. And we're basically on the east side of the strip. So if you ever hear me or anyone say like west side, east side, nobody really says west side except me, because that's the best way for me to like explain. Jesus, I need to get through this whole thing. Okay, nobody's coming from this side, but whatever. Anyways, west side, it's the best way for me to describe like Summerlin, Centennial, Southwest, which is my specialty, but not my only job. Okay, I think I need to get into these apartments right here. So let me figure that out. Now I never show what Vegas looks like other than like my typical areas. This is a hotel high-rise. This is Las Vegas Festival Grounds to the left. That's where like a bunch of festivals are here in town, like When We Were Young Fest, Lovers and Friends Fest. This is a really good steakhouse, the Golden Steer and the Mint. These are like iconic Vegas landmarks here. And I never take this route on my way back to go get some paperwork started and write up an offer for the condo that we just saw. And I thought it would be nice to show y'all what the other Vegas looks like. So basically, right now I am getting to the freeway entrance to go on the 15, and this is just like the back of the strip. I don't really know like what area you would call this. This is like the strip. I would still say that I'm on like, the strip if someone asked me right now, like, where are you at? This strippy. Surprise, surprise. I'm eating again. I just got back from those showings. It went pretty well. I just like need to like, when I go show or do whatever I need to do for work, when I get home, I need a transition period. Unless it's like, oh my God, I know I need to put an offer in right now because there's multiples or something. I just need to like decompress, breathe. Because right now, my alone time is literally like my sacred time. Like the thing that I love the most is coming home. Like the activity of like arriving back home and just like, I love my apartment. And then laying in my own bed alone is literally the best feeling ever. I washed the sheets last night. Like, oh my God. Last night, by the way, I secretly took like a 3-hour nap. I didn't vlog it, obviously. but I like got home, ate, and like knocked out on my own bed for 3 hours. Life of an online entrepreneur, there's privileges. Okay. All right, I finished my food and now I'm running the comps, and this is something that your agent, whether you work with me when you're moving to Vegas or literally any real estate agent where you're living or whatever, they need to be able to know how to run comps. And comps stands for comparables, and comparables is in reference to comparable sales. This is because, and I'm emailing my client now, this is because a homeowner, let's say I owned this condo, I could put my house on the market right now for, let's say, $350,000. Well, that's literally the amount that I want for this condo right here that I'm living in, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that this condo is actually worth $350,000. So your agent, when you're going to shop, for example, myself, this property that we're looking at, they're asking for $150,000, and I am doing my due diligence and working on behalf of my client to look at all the past recent sales and see if it's truly worth the amount that they're asking. In this case, it's honestly exactly spot on. I feel really confident going in with the offer at $150,000. I've had other cases, obviously in like some of the higher price points, where they're asking like, oh, I just had it on a property that we actually went into escrow on. They were asking like $600,000, $599,000, whatever, and it honestly was only worth $540,000. And like my clients would have never known that that property was not worth $600,000 if I didn't know how to do comparables and run comparables. Something too that I want you to know in that note is your agent should know that comps, at least here in Vegas, I'll speak for Clark County, they're only valid for 90 days. So an appraiser, which is a third party who comes by and assesses the piece of real estate when you're in the transaction on behalf of the financial institution that's giving you the mortgage loan, they're gonna send an appraiser out to literally pass by and also evaluate if the home is worth that much. An appraiser is only going to look at sold, comparable sales, which any sold property in reference to, in a like manner based on square footage, bedrooms, condition, upgrades, etc., etc. They're going to look at all those comps only 90 days out. After 90 days, it's not valid. So we're in April right now. So with that rule of thumb, I can't look at sales from December and January and be like, oh look, yeah, this one sold for $160,000. Maybe it's actually worth a little bit more. This one's only $120,000. That market is gone. Like that real estate market is gone. Yeah, I literally just said this with my client yesterday. Yesterday's price, not today's price. I could obviously see how, what they were going for back in December or January, but we're in April now, and I'm only going 90 days back because that is how an appraiser is going to assess a property. And most real estate agents don't know that unless they take classes like I do, and they're really, really, selling a lot of houses. So what I'm doing right now before we wrap the offer is I'm just sending my client the comps, and when you get the comps from your agent, they're either going to send it to you in two ways. One, like a PDF format with a bunch of numbers if you're a numbersy person, or two, the way I like to do it is I like to send the links to all the houses that sold, because I know most people just want to reference pictures and square footage and do it on their own end as well. So I'm just typing up this email to my client now. I'm going to send it to him, give him 20 minutes to look at it, and while he's doing that, I'm going to type up the documents that need to be completed when you're submitting an offer. So in Vegas, just so you know, it's obviously the RPA, which is the offer itself, and RPA stands for Residential Purchase Agreement. And this, by the way, is for existing homes. This is not for new construction. So the RPA, I need to type it up. That's 14 pages. And then 3 other things that some agents use, some agents don't. I personally have always used a buyer's agency agreement, which basically says Bob and Bob are hiring me, Kristina.Alexa, as their agent. And then a duties owed, which every single real estate agent here in Vegas has to give to clients. Duties owed is per the state of Nevada, the expectations that we are as real estate agents, set and pledge to for the Realtor Association to give to our clients. So things doing everything in a very positive manner, doing everything with ethics and morals at the front of mind and everything like that. I personally always do that anyways, with or without a piece of paper, but state of Nevada requires me to send that over as well. And then duties owed supplemental is another document I need to get together. and that basically has the names of any other agents that are going to be like associated with the transaction in any way, literally any way at all. I use that, and I have a bunch of ladies over in my office at my brokerage who, you know, they'll process the files and stuff, make sure like everything's good to go for compliance purposes. And because their eyes see the documents and their papers, you know, their hands run through the papers, obviously everything's online, but because of that, I also put their names on that duties owed, so that way they are held to that same exact standard that I'm held to, knowing that their eyes are gonna go and come across my client's files and confidential paperwork. Because I'm just a great agent like that. That's a little bit of how that works. If you have any questions with documents, or if you ever are working with another agent in another state or here in Vegas, and you're like, hey, can you look over this? I do that too. I've had people who call me and they're just like, hey, can you like look over this really quick? Does this look right? As far as contracts and stuff, because I'm really, really, really good at contracts, surprisingly. Actually, not surprisingly. Let me not talk down on myself. I somehow ended up with Sarah at a farmer's market. It's a little tiny one here in town locally. Let's check it out.
Otis, dance. Otis, dance. Good boy. He's 9 months.
What days that you want to go?
So it's a little bit later. We ended up at this place, Ole Churros, here in Town Square, Las Vegas, which is on Las Vegas Boulevard. And we got a little 3 count. This is gonna be my first impressions right now. This place just opened, and apparently they're like really, really good churros from Spain. Let's see. They're alright.
No.
I
It's okay.
Mexican churros are better.
They don't look that coated.
Here, let me try with the sauce. This says it's what, Spanish chocolate?
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold
shit.
it.
It's liquidy. I'm wearing white. Ooh! Just leave it. Oh, my foot! Okay.
You can edit it out.
Do you care if I dip?
I don't care. No.
It's not giving what I wanted to give.
Aww.
Okay. Don't come here. Okay.
Sad emoji.
I'm literally sitting here editing it right now because I missed doing an outro. Thanks for watching. If you would like to work with me, click the link in the description and I'll see you in my next video.